Are you tired of spending hours answering the same questions about products and prices? I've got an email automation that will change how you work. Relay.app makes the automated responses really simple. Check it out. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Zach Stevenson. I'm a business process and no-code consultant. If you need help streamlining or automating any of your business processes, you can visit our website, InnerDevSolutions.com, or you can click the link in the description below to book a free consult. To get started, head over to Relay.app, or there is a link in the description below as well. Once you have set up your account, go ahead and add a new workflow. And then best practice, always name your workflows. I've got mine named email inquiry responses. Something else you're going to need to do if you haven't already is integrate with your Gmail or Outlook. I am using Gmail in this case. And then I'm also working with Google Sheets, and I will show you what those tools look like in just a moment here. What we are going to do is when an email comes in to us, many times, if you are the person that responds to the same types of emails over and over, you can set up some sort of at least semi-automated and auto-generated responder tool. Relay.app makes it really easy to do. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to imagine that we're a business that sells physical products in this case, but this could also be for services and lots of other types of businesses and applications as well. But we're going to be selling batteries. We're going to have a table set up in Google Sheets. We're going to have product name. You could break it out even more and have manufacturer or brand, model, other specifications as well. But I've just got a really simple table set up here with about 25 different products along with the prices. Basically, what's going to happen is imagining that I'm the person that's receiving these emails about the product's prices. And what we can do from here is we will just move those emails into a folder or tag a label onto those types of emails that will initiate the automation within Relay. First thing we need to do is set up our trigger. The trigger is going to be Gmail. Again, if you have not connected the accounts, you'll have to do so. You'll just go into apps, search Gmail, and it will walk you through the process. It's really simple. I've got mine set up already. I'll just click Gmail, and when a label is added is going to be my trigger. I'll just jump into Gmail for a second. I have a couple example emails that I've sent to myself that we're going to run this test on. And again, I've got this simplified. Every type of business is going to be a little bit different, and the type of information and details they need to search for within their price list, whether it's Google Sheets or Airtable or SmartSuite or something like that. But anyway, I've got a label set up just called draft prices, and I've got these two different emails saved, moved to that label. Search for draft prices, and that is the label that we're going to watch. We can set up optional filters if needed, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. It's found some of the preview or sample data for us. And something else I really like about Relay is if I just go in and click on one of those emails, I can see the available fields and the data that exists in that specific email, which is really handy. We're going to add a new step. It's going to be an AI step, and we can use extract. And we want to extract some information from the email body, add some custom instructions as well. Now, when you're setting up some instructions for your own particular business and use case, it's always best to do some testing on the different prompts to find what works and provides the best output possible. I'm going to keep it really simple. The emails that I'm working with are quite simple in this case. I'm just going to instruct the GPT-4o mini version to just extract the product details the customer is inquiring about. And then we can go down here and specify manually, this is the data to extract. There's two things I want to get, and they're both going to be based on kind of the product name. The first thing I want to do is brand. It's going to be the type of text and some additional instructions. I'm going to paste this in here, just extract the brand / manufacturer. And we're going to add one more, which is specify manually. This is going to be model. Here we can go. text again, and I'm just going to paste this in here. And this is extract the model name and or the model numbers. So I can hit save. And then the last step, if the model returns an error, we are just going to continue without an AI output because we still do have some actions that we can take. Next step I'm going to add is based on Google Sheets. So I go to the connected app, select Google Sheets, and I want to find a row. I can go in and select my sheet. I've got it listed as price list demo, and you'll select your sheet name. In this case, it's just sheet 1, and then the rows to return. In this case, I want all matching rows in a list because maybe the user is asking about multiple different batteries or isn't quite sure. So we need to pull in all of the battery names that match the specific inquiry. So we can go all matching rows in a list, and we can identify the rows that we want it to match. So product name, and we'll go down to this more option, contains one of the following. So it can contain the brand that we extracted, or it can contain the model. If an email comes in and it's asking about a Tesla battery, it will find Tesla within this name and it will give us the price and the product name. But if it's asking about a more specific model, let's say it sent the email contained this US 3000C, it would also find this product name and grab the price for us. One other thing we want to do on this step, we'll go up to the 3 dots here. We're going to add a condition. So we only want to run this step based off of these conditions. When any rule applies, it's going to be either of these 2 rules, and it's going to be when the extracted data brand is set. Basically, it found a brand name or it found a model name. That's the only time that we want to go in and search for the products within our Google Sheet. Now I'm going to go hit this plus icon here, and we are going to use a flow control, and we're going to have 2 different paths. The first one is going to be product found, and the path rule is going to be based off of the rows here. As long as it found something in this rows, it's going to continue down this path, product found path, and otherwise product not found. When no other path is matching, it will go down this path, and I'll get that set up here in a moment as well. I'll flip back to product found, and we can add in our next step. Search for Gmail, create draft reply. And we're going to reply to this original email that we received. And now I can add in a email message or body. I'm just going to go hi, and I'm going to pass in the first name if it's found from the original email. Here's your product details below. And now I want to pass in information from the rows found. I'm going to use a bulleted list, and it's going to unroll all of the rows that it found. So if it just found one row, then it will just pass in one product name with the price. But if it matched against 3 of them, for example, it will create a bulleted list with all 3 products. Now we need to specify the information from that rows that match. And I'm just using the @ symbol to get this dialog box, but you can also go down here to data and use the information from the module here. So we're going to pass in the product name. I'm going to add a $ symbol because it's just responding with a number, and I can pass in the price was found. Bottom of this, just again, keep it really simple and say thanks. And then we can carry on to the next step. I'm going to find the Slack app. I'm going to go down to send message, and I'm just going to receive the message from the Relay.app bot. I'm going to send this as a DM to myself. And now this is just a message directly to me saying that a draft email has been created. Draft email has been created with products found. Draft email linked, and I'm just going to drop that in here using the draft option, which is step 4. And we're just going to pass in the draft URL. And one other thing I'm going to do is put in original email, and I want to pass in that information as well. I'll go to the original email and I will go body. I'm going to make that bold, create some space here. You can set this up any way you want to fit the style that is most relevant to you. Basically, what I'm doing is just sending a Slack DM to myself saying that there's been a draft email created. Here's the original email that the response is based off of. And then here's the email link so that I can quickly click on it, view the draft email, make changes if needed, and then send it off. And also, one other thing that might be helpful is the price list. We might want access to it as well, which that's going to be static. So we can go up here, just copy the URL and paste that in. That's it for this path. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly just duplicate this, drop that into the product not found path. One other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a response, which actually we can just duplicate from here, drag that back into the product not found and drop that in. It's already got our settings. Hi, first name. And in this case, we're actually going to get rid of this section because it did not find a product. But we're just going to set this up as hi, first name, and then we can enter in any additional information that we want. It's just going to create the draft for us, send ourselves a message saying that a draft's been created, no products found, we need more details or something along those lines. We can set up a manual response now, but at least the draft's been created. Go into send message. I just want to make sure that's referencing the right draft, which it's not. You can see that this is now step 6. Clear that out and add in the URL. I've got the price list again. We're again passing the original email that we received to ourselves. And I just need to clear this sentence here and say draft created, products not found, more info. We can hit done. So now if we wanted, we can go ahead and test each of these steps one by one. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to start a test run. I already have a couple emails here. I'll display them quickly. Here is one. Hi, I'm wondering about your Panasonic battery price. Again, this is not very specific, but it will show the process of the workflow, which is essentially going to take a look at this, hopefully extract the name Panasonic from the brand and find all of our batteries that contain Panasonic. So I'll go in, start a test run, and I'm going to select that email first. We'll create a test run, start the run, and it will go through each step. And we can see based off of the email that it extracted. If I click into it here, we can see that it extracted the brand name, and then it found that brand name within our Google Sheet, went down the path of product found, created a draft for us, and it sent us a Slack message. It says a draft email has been created with products found. Here's the original email, and it shows us, I'm wondering about your Panasonic battery. And we've got a link here so that we can go quickly look at our price list if we need to reference something, or we can just go into the draft email link. When we open it up, we can see the email response here that it automatically generated. It did not find the first name based off of the email. We can manually add that in if we want. We can easily go in and add any additional information to this email. So that's the path that gets taken. If a product's found, we can go back, we'll give this another test, and we will use the other email that doesn't have any information that will be found within our price list. We can go ahead, create this test run. We'll start the run. Again, it's going to extract the information from the original email. We'll go in and it will send me a message in Slack. This time we can see here that a draft was created, products not found. They need more information. We can see that they're looking for a price on a battery, and here's the battery model, but again, wasn't found. We can click this link, takes us directly to our draft email. And in this case, again, it just has an empty draft template set up for us. Now we go in, follow up saying we don't have it in stock, or we need more information, or something along those lines. As mentioned at the start of the video, there's a lot more that can be added to this workflow to improve it even more. You can certainly improve the responses that you're getting from AI, or the information that you're getting from your price list. And obviously your emails, draft replies are going to be a little more professional than what I wrote here. But this should give you at least this starting structure to start building and exploring and give you some ideas on how you can build a similar workflow for your business. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more tutorials in the future.